Disclaimer. This video was nearly completed the week before the new teaser. Though this won't affect the video at all, note some of this information might be outdated or changed. This video does not cover every possible thing the developers have added. All information is from the dev update channel on the Discord and 2 YouTube devcasts. If you hear my voice while there's a bunch of text on the screen, that is me trying to summarize what the text says, essentially. If it's very short text, I will say nothing. Same thing as the cosmetics, gameplay elements will also have their own challenges in order to unlock certain features, like the sniper class with extra ammo / gadgets, and the support class with different armor types. updated 3D mesh for multiple attachments and skins. Shooting range targets have been raised. Players will be able to see topographic lines on the maps. Here are some examples. 3D roads display different colors, underground parts are visible except for Frugus. Players can see low canals, paths to build safe pathways, and slopes vehicles can drive up.
This is what the old one looked like, and we remade it to this one on Thursday. So it's overall more crispy, looks better. It's the M-Lock one, and then like all its variations.
So now, this is a new map, by the way, that is coming in. This is a new shooting we have coming in.
Can you show it without silencer? I think silencer breaks it a little bit. Ah, listen to the footsteps down the stairs.
So when you're like going upstairs, downstairs, you have the prop sounds, for example, like the difference between the vendor you have at direct. The thing is, the speeds are same. Like you're still gonna ADS really fast. So the first, if you run in this similar direction, like the same direction for a long time, if you don't turn, if I turn right now, you actually run a bit more faster. Of the platform, when you reach it, if you jump at the end of it, then you get slightly, instead of jumping upwards, you jump like this, if that makes sense. So a slight forward, what do you call, boost, but it's not.
Going into straight again, then yeah.
Yeah.
So when you walk up a slope, you now slightly angle your body.
The speeds of crouching and proning is changed a little bit more. Like before, this is the new crouching. Like the speeds, look at the speeds if you can. You can kind of tell, like, how do you call?
Sounds
The
will
sound
get muffled.
change.
Yeah, they will get
Yeah,
muffled
definitely.
when
It's
you
not
don't
extreme.
have a
TTK has been increased, classes have to be unlocked, support has higher HP, more inertia, and the airstrike nerf. Support as a beginning class, so vaulting speed has been increased, bleeding disabled on default silvers, all classes unlocked if you already have prestige, armor adds the HP.
It's like a mine, pretty much, and it gives you a clue of if someone entered or not. And this is already a good advantage. As well as there's one more design choice we have, which is gonna sound a bit weird because we have been making what you call, working on most of destruction, but this is against destruction. We will make doors undestroyable. At least this is the current design idea. Their main reason is, let's say I'm getting fire and someone's shooting at me. I could just like close the door and like stay here and heal myself a little bit more. The problem right now also BattleBit is suffering is because of distraction. After what's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes the maps are very much empty. The players don't have too much cover. And despite this is cool, like this is cool, yes. As from the gameplay perspective, it is making it the chaotic thing more chaotic. It doesn't help. Like it doesn't make a better game. That's a problem. It's cool, but it doesn't make a better game. That's the problem. And because of that, there has to be some places where the player can at least be safe. They can have time to digest.
Peaks map has been in development since 2021 and has been reworked 3 times. Pretty vertical map compared to most of the current maps, and they're glad they fixed mistakes from previous maps from all the data they've been collecting. Reduced the multi-directional shading to make it easier to see players. Guns got a texture update to make them less grey. Footsteps sounds update. The first update, the sound changes based on if there's any obstacle between you and the enemy. The second update is the sound changes before the enemy leaves the obstacle, giving you clearer feedback on where the enemy is. The objective itself won't be a spawn point and only spawn water vehicles and probably APCs, and the island itself will be some sort of old castle. This objective will only be available on Conquest 127 versus 127. I just want to add, see this date change from April to May, and considering just how much has already been changed, if the update was to like release mid-April, it would have been a completely different fucking game at this point. River rework. Center of the map is more of a container shipment area, adjusted for ambient lighting for better visibility, added a grid of rivers around the container area, and more interesting objectives around it as well. New map inspired by old Namek, updated visuals, added more moderate visibility, and fixed base camping. Possible theme of a destroyed city after an earthquake. Note, current Namek will stay on official servers and old Namek will only be available on community servers. After the upgrade, new Namek will come to official server rotation. Valley rework. Map is more compact, thus reducing distances between objectives. 2 lines with 3 objectives. 1 line is for vehicles / long range to mid range combat, and 1 line is centered around the nuclear power station with CQC. Wakistan rework and reimagined layout, still with the loop around the bridge, improved combat on the bridge, more meaningful borders with less dead space. Longer and wider bridge, being able to step down from the bridge, reduce the death zones across all game modes, denser forest between objectives, alternative way to reach the center of the map without the bridge. Instead of a small bunker on the cliff, there will be a border checkpoint objective with a tall wall that divides the map that can be destroyed from both sides. All points of interest like quarry and sawmill has been expanded. New point of interest like marble factory and wood processing plant are placed near both teams' main bases to balance domain objectives. Radiator has been removed and a village in its place has been added with a unique layer in Conquest 23 vs 23. New 3-lane road design flow for vehicles and infantry between points of interest and objectives. All roads are American roads. Wakistan Conquest will provide 2 transport helis per team and an attack scout heli spawning in the center of the map, and 2 tanks with 3 APCs. Conquest and Infantry Conquest will feature 2 layers, ensuring Wakistan covers all points of interests. To be fair, it was a whole hour of a stream condensed into 27 minutes. I don't think that's too bad, right?
Massive, dude.
Pretty much, this is another new voice screen completely. And I want to go through what is different here. So the first thing is the squad has changed. Now we have like multiple squads here. Actually, let me open one more client and show you guys. So whenever a squad comes in, what do you call? They show like this square style, more squads here, pretty much grids. And you can join them now like this. And then when you're the squad, what do you call? When you're the squad leader, now you can actually change your the squad types. This wasn't possible before. There was no way to change the squad types before, pretty much. So if you're on a squad leader, you can change it from above. We removed the clan squads because like the only thing they had was they had 12 members up to, but they were pretty useless, and I think we need to find a better ways to get the clans that have more different, their own advantages. This was just not a good way to do it, so we removed them. Additionally, now we do actually get information. There's a lot of information buried into the game that nobody knows what they are. For example, if you're Assault, but those are placeholder right now. The ones that you're seeing right now, they're just placeholder right now. They're gonna fill this up. For example, in Assault, if you're Assault, you will reload faster, right? And then if you're a medic, you drag faster, bench faster. The thing is, those are informations that the game doesn't tell you. And what do you call? Well, here you can actually be putting all that information essential here on the Discord here, so you can put, that's not buried in the game. Additionally, you can see that rank 0 there, rank 0. So we added class ranks. So for example, you could be level 10 by yourself, but you could be level 5 on Assault, you could be level 2 on Medic, you could be level rank 25 on Assault if you're playing that. So it's like the more you play the role, the more you get on that role as a rank. And the only purpose this is like we want to actually unlock some cosmetics behind that class. Like for example, we have some medic cosmetic, right? We want to make it okay. You have to be level medic level 25 to use that cosmetic on medic. instead of just being 25 level. Just more class-specific gadgets, like in terms of unlocking them and the cosmetics as well. There's also what do you call? The vehicles are still being reworked. The icons are changed from the actually left, right. Well, we're gonna make them much more bigger. This is still work in progress. We're gonna make the vehicles icons much bigger, respectively what they are. And right now they're going up, down instead of left, right. And we have a problem of in the base there's a lot of vehicles and they're clustered. So we'll try to find a solution for this pretty much. That where you can like right now when I'm looking at it's really difficult to even see what vehicles are there. Instead of having 20 vehicles there, maybe like 2 icons sorting by transport, tanks and stuff. You click on text and choose one of the tanks there, etc. And additionally, there has been what do you call? We also changed the icons of the player. There we go. So for example, this is a friend right now. I'm playing on my other screen, right there, and they are a bit more simplistic. And additionally, we do actually small what do you call? Image processing there, which is like blurring the background. Additionally, you can see a little bit there to make it that it doesn't blend with the background fully. There you go. You can see that right now. It does trace at the same time. It's very small, but when there is a crowd of them, just to make sure that they are not mixing up the backgrounds completely. So that's the goal there. Later on, now you can directly go to loadout. We still have loadout and customize. You can directly click here to go to loadout. Directly, what do you call here? Additionally, now you have actually presets. So you have 3 presets you can use per class. Each class has their own presets right there. And then you can go to the loadout and change them. I'm going to show the old loadout really fast to emphasize how it used to look. Looking for that, you can pretty much weapons. And then if I go to the now loadout screen, this is how it looks directly. And we intentionally make those icons much smaller, the weapons, because it was really difficult to find the weapon that you're looking for. Then you can pretty much go here, change the name of the press. For example, I can say this my M4 build, and I can go to the next one. I don't know, I can choose MK40, I can choose a DMR build, right? And then I can go to the next one, and I can say, I don't know, close combat, whatever. Close combat. And then if I go back, and voila, I can just switch them directly. So again, this is 3 per each class. So if I go medic, now it's back to preset 1, preset 2, preset 3. So you don't have to actually what do you call go and change them if you can say presets. And additionally, really fast, I want to indicate how this used to look, the charms. No, by the way, the charms are in the game. Just right now, it's not in the live version, but hey, camouflages here. This part is completely changed to this right side. It was used to be in bottom. And a video of what do you call? We'll be showing a video of the gadget, how it's being played. It's really short, pretty much just very much straightforward. This is a new pause menu, much more comfortable to look at. Every single thing has their own explanation, what they mean. For example, we had shared loadout, but nobody knew what it meant. Now you have a way to actually see what it means, and then you can use it. The changing colors, everything you can now copy them, etc. The straightforward. Pretty much everything is the same as the settings. There's not new settings as so everything here, explaining what they are. This stuff used to be very undescribed too much. So now we have everything described in terms of what they are, what they do. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Moving on. The kill screen. By the way, one more thing. Right now, these parts of the screen, the HUD, is not changed yet. We are still in working on the designing, and then later we're just gonna change this here. We won't be changing it too much because they are functional. It works. The only things we'll be changing is font size. Make the icons a bit more larger, smaller, different, so it looks bit more cleaner. But we won't be changing style extremely too much. I'll be showing the death screen to this. Pretty much, you have the much more detailed version of much more cleaner version of the death screen, pretty much. And additionally, we added something new. If you hold Q instead of spacebar, actually it slows down, and then
We'll call a medic over to you.
It pretty much shows like a icon on top of you. I'm waiting for a medic, and if you press space directly, give up. This is there to if you want to wait for a medic. Actually, at least now you have an option to indicate you want for a medic, so medics can actually know who to go for directly instead of just guessing if the guy wants to be alive or not. If you go and actually add charm, like for example, that's this charm, and then a camouflage, let's say any of them, and then the kill player. If you get killed by someone who's using camouflage and charm, when you die, you do see their camouflage and a charm on the death screen. Again, this is something just more of like we don't have killing cards, but it's more of like, hey, just showcasing you how that kind of stuff. It's like we have exposure changes. So when you get into the dark area, which is like indoor, the exposure increases, and the moment you go outside, exposure decreases. You have probably realized this on other games as well. indoor work a bit more darker, and I go indoor, a bit more increased exposure. This is a very small effect, but not too much. What's it called? Still extreme. Again, I moved on very fast. I don't want to, take too much of you guys' time. The last 2 weeks was on this user interface. The last 2 weeks was pretty much what's optimizing and bug fixing the work systems. Yeah. So the next, what we'll be doing is pretty much finishing up the game HUDs. The rest of the flag icons, for example, making them a bit more cleaner. The class icons on the player icons, like your families, etc. And like the killing log. But again, we won't change them too much. Just get them a bit more stylized, cleaner. That's it. You're already gonna start from. You won't be starting from 0. You'll be starting from existing whatever class rank you are in. So, for example, if you guys played for assault for 10 hours. I can't exactly tell, but you guys will start from assault level 45, 50, 100, whatever the level is. Again, it depends on how many XPs you guys get in assault. Like in 10 hours, if you guys manage to get only a couple of thousands XPs somehow, then it's not going to be that much. But again, it's based on XP. So it's pretty much while playing assault, you get 10 XP. That 10 XP goes to your assault. That's it.
Yeah. So basically, it's let me fly up. Disable gun for now.
He's fine.
So basically, can you rework of Wakistan now?
Or this is Wakistan.
Yeah, it's new Wakistan now. So we have now bigger bridge.
Oh, this is the bridge. This is the bridge.
Yeah, but I want to begin from middle. The middle of map is a checkpoint, and the whole map is divided by wall. You got a huge wall across whole the map that you can destroy if you need. And yeah, there's one checkpoint in the middle where a fight going to be happening.
Now, by the way, we completely getting rid. I don't know if you mentioned the last stream, but we completely getting rid of the old lighting where the game looked like there was like a filter on it. We're completely getting rid of all that lightings. Yeah, the game will no longer feel like it is no longer that like filtered. There's like a filter on top of everything.
2 very quick points because I've seen them in the chat here. Yes, that is the G36 rework. That is not the G36 anymore that is in the game. And no, folded stocks will not be an option. This is just a skin option. It's just visual.
Oh,
it will not be an
that's
option in the game later.
Yeah, I'm not the wrong model. I'm hacking this one in my previous gun. And yeah, my bad.
Yeah, don't worry. I just seen it like folded stock option. It's like no. There's not going to be a folded stock option. That is just the skin variation.
Oh, yeah, skin variation.
Yeah, the checkpoint itself is a middle of map where fight going to be happening. It will provide you an interesting fight in kite as well. Like before, you had just open field and few bunkers on the side, but now you have like more options to split players around for a fight. You can also destroy checkpoint if you need, and on each kind of checkpoint there is a couple of compounds and buildings to provide more cover. So then after checkpoint, you will have a bridge. It's like twice bigger now. It's twice wider now. It's the upper side of bridge. And you have now cover from snipers on the side. That thing you cannot destroy. So when you're fighting on bridge, you will focus only on forward and back. There is no way else. Yeah, it's battery. Yeah, and also under bridge.
Now it's really hard to imagine just this way. It's huge, yeah.
Yeah, it's 500 meters long. So, but because it's now longer, it's now look like a tunnel below.
Oh, there's a below and upper side and below.
Yeah.
There's like 2 fights at the same time happening. Damn.
And because bridge is now very long.
By the way, guys, I'm seeing this stuff with you guys at the same time as the first time. Like I seen the picture of the Wakistan, the work, but I kept it same as you guys just seeing it first time here. So I'm honestly seeing it for the first time. This part's all of it.
Did you put like the rain layer on this really quick?
What rain? Can't click yet. And because the bridge is very long now, you can step down from the bridge on 2 sides. So you can need to grappling hook or something. A staircase on both sides. And even on middle of bridge, you can step down to the lower type of bridge. So you can reach your way to fight. Sometimes it's lagging. Keep in mind, I just haven't cleaned my laptop. It's overheating. Yeah, I will clean my laptop on Monday.
So entire map is like no bridge right now?
No. Only middle of parts. So now what I will check my and there is now also previous one checkpoint for the worker to like get a bait over here.
Oh, that's the base. Okay, that's the base.
Yeah, behind the forest is a bait.
So you go from base to directly to the bridge.
Yeah, now you
so
go from base to the bridge. Yeah, and from both, if like there's some kind of wood manufactory, like before you remember Objective D, where like cow meal. So basically, you have like some kind of container here to fight. And from opposite side, you have exactly same objective. It's exactly same because before US base had problems. Because
advantage or disadvantage?
Because it was harder to protect the previous one objective. Like
so you're saying that because layouts were different, the US had disadvantage in terms of defending the objective.
Yeah, so it was similar. Yeah, but instead of wood, there's like a stone manufacturer where people produce stone bricks for construction purpose or marble, call how you want it. It's also a new building here. I'm reducing some kind of destruction, so basically only first floor is acceptable.
Objective, right?
Yeah. So basically, from one side, one wall can be destroyed, so you won't be able to look here.
Are
Pretty
we
much.
spawning inside the building, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing you guys have to be aware of is the reason why we do lower destruction on some points are generally objectives, because we had. I mean, you guys can already imagine that if you destroy all the walls and everything, then objective is like the spawn point is like literally naked. Well, you spawn and get killed. So because of that, we try to lower the destruction a little bit around the spawn points so that they're not naked pretty much to the outside. Otherwise,
Not completely leveled right off the bat.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
try to keep destruction, but at the same time not make it annoying at the spawn points. So that's why we try to consider that in points of interest, pretty much.
Yeah, and in general, the fight inside building will be more fair because you need to check less corners inside building as well. And when you're fighting inside building, you don't need to care about outside of the building pretty much. Right, and but mainly that a bridge, green still remain here. Like it may look for vehicles and people, infantry, but also we have kind of objectives now.
Oh, side objectives, okay.
Yeah, so if you don't have if you don't want to fight on bridge, you can come to middle of map from another way here in the forest by crossing that another objective. So getting a more objective around or main objective, which will be like why the old one United US A Alpha on old Wakistan. You can take down the tower now, and there's no tunnels yet because people are complaining that it was too hard to find anybody inside tunnels.
Oh, okay. So it was just to find people inside it. Okay.
Yeah, you can still destroy every tower, and there are new models of trees. It's more to match that old one, and
Oh.
Hello, Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, it's not my connection.
Seems we've
Yes,
lost Lassus out on the field.
I think
Okay, hold on.
his overheating
His
just killed the microphone.
Hold
His
on,
cat.
I just wrote some. His microphone.
It's his cat.
Velasquez, if you hear us, we're not hearing you. Oh, he's still talking.
He
He's
is.
still talking. Oh my God! Hold on.
Here's a
Hold on. Let me call him. Let me call him from my phone. Let me call him from my phone. He doesn't. He didn't figure out that he actually.
I'll do my best. to make it.
He had something super important to say, and
Yeah,
it's like we
side
just
building
got it.
here, which also has an upper floor now. It looks like the ladder's broken. Oh no, we got up. You can go outside here with the.
Wait, I'm pulling him right now on my phone. Hold on, give me a second.
And if you look over here,
Come on,
there's-
Velasquez,
As we run
answer
towards
your
the
phone.
bridge.
yeah, as we run towards the bridge. On the other side, there's also objective. Here's a military base in.
Oh no,
Notice-
he's not responding his phone.
Notice how it sits lower, so that way you're not always pinned by snipers. A lot of trees in the way.
Not
No,
you
that's
figure it
not-
out right now. Hold on. I think you figured it out.
oof.
Let's see
Okay,
how right
well, yeah, I will show you now conquest layers, so you can now see how conquest flow will look like. I will stop the game. And yeah, actually, I'm now reporting lighting. Like I just got new skyboxes for daytime
Damn.
without any neutral colors. So visibility should be very well, and without any kind of affecting of environment lighting on object lighting. So you will be able to see any.
So the goal here there is we had lighting. This is a bit sensitive topic because it literally changes how the game feels. Like the light, pretty much because of the lighting was changing per map too much in terms of colors. It always looked like there's like a filter in the game. Like right now, this feels like there's a filter on the screen. It isn't, but it looks like there is actually what do you call some kind of the sandy filter, and we weren't really happy about that because it really made some maps worse than they are just by simple lighting settings. So we're now thinking more into what do you call natural lighting settings than actually just having too much colorful lighting.
Yeah, and actually the WoW itself, I haven't finished animation of that because I need to input from
Work with
Loki.
him probably on
Yeah,
you need to-
But
you need to
basically
work
each
on this
WoW,
together.
each WoW is it's a very segment that you can take down. So basically it's have right part and left part. So you can take only one of them. So if I shoot here,
By the way, one thing is this editor right now they're on a single shot. We have
Yeah.
to fix animation this part. It's not
yeah,
supposed
like
to be
that one,
small
like
stuff.
it fell down and then come back. Yeah, it because we're using curves to animate movement.
Yeah, I was using curves anyway. It was pretty animation for the we have to speed it up the animation and then probably change the sound of it. But what do you call?
Yeah, like that one. I'm trying to figure it by myself, but no luck.
Yeah, don't worry. We will figure out a way to do it this way. So we can do procedural.
Yeah, so basically if you fall down in direction where it was hit from, so for example, if I will hit from that direction right here, if you fall on me and probably kill my teammates,
That will be really not great.
yeah. And at the same time, you can decide like which one part of WoW will always provide you cover. So basically, even if somebody will destroy wall WoW, you still will have like a good cover from that.
Just really fast heads up. Again, animation here is not done. We have to fasten up and then make it more better looking. And additionally, they are not single RPG shot. This is on editor, just to showcase. We don't want to spend a good amount of time shooting at the wall here. So that's why they're just single shot right now. So they are not this fragile.
Yeah,
So
and
this
the
is only
whole,
their showcasing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
and
this
the
is the
whole
editor mode, so
longer
it's going to be a little laggy. There's a lot more resources running in the background on this.
Is it laggy? It's not laggy for me, at least in terms of.
Just a little bit. I can hear his PC holding on for dear life.
it's
Oh, that lag. Okay, that lag is. I thought that was my internet. Okay, never mind.
All right, now I will show you.
So this was the new Wakistan.
Yeah.
Question is, are we going to keep old Wakistan, or what's the plan on this? The existing Wakistan will be renamed the old Wakistan, and then this map, the new one, will be called Wakistan directly, and then it will be available on the official playlist for one update, which means on the current new update that there will be 2 Wakistans, old and new. And after that update, the old Wakistan will be taken out from official playlist, and it will be just available for community service to play if they want to. And we can only have a single Wakistan. Again, what is being done is just instead of adding more maps, he's reworking them, and then keeping the legacy maps just pretty much only playable if community servers really want to, get old memories back.
Yeah. Our game modes. Now we have 2 conquest layers. So if you play map on repeat, you will have a different experience sometimes. So basically, for example, those 3 objectives on the bridge will remain same always. It's a main map. But side objectives will change randomly. For example, on that layout, you always will have ability to cross wall map on the main road and main bridge. But at the same time, you have secondary base that will give you ability to move to the middle of map, by avoiding bridge, like by judging.
It's under bridge, right?
Yeah, it's under bridge, below bridge level. So yeah, you can check, if you don't want to fight in mid-grinder and want to have different opportunity, you can just walk that way. And if you will play map on repeat, sometimes you will have like exactly the same layout, but you will have different side objectives. So basically, you have 2 layouts. And it going the same for elimination as well. In elimination, the distance between objectives is smaller twice. So basically, you fight on bridge, checkpoint, and get 2 outside points as well, because it's very hard to keep 200 players on one single bridge. But 64 versus 64 might work. So I am have layer for 128 player fight on bridge only, which have ability to flank. Yeah, elimination, it's only Jack bridge, elimination 32 versus 32, Jack bridge, no flanks, only
no flanks.
fight on bridge. Yeah, because 64 players will able to fit here without problems, I believe.
This includes either both upper and lower the bridge, right?
Yeah, you can go lower here.
Okay, so
Yes,
it's not up on your low. Okay.
Yeah,
understood.
And medium conquest 32 versus 2, it's completely different layout in each one. They're not using main map. So basically, it's 32 versus 32 conquest with a smaller distance between objectives, but it's not important. It's just a nice to have. Because if exactly when you have 32 versus 32 players only, there is no gameplay for vehicles on conquest. Yeah,
that would be weird.
And same as map will support infantry conquest, invasion, and frontline. But in frontline,
similar. Okay. We have to probably disable the steps because it's gonna confuse. But what you guys are seeing right now is we have multiple steps, like layers. You can see the network in hierarchy. But yeah.
Yeah, we have just multiple steps, right? But where my boundary? Boundary. I believe editor launch boundary by itself. So I keep enable to disable that. And yeah, that's pretty much what Wakistan will get. Is same new lighting and new trees. So basically, you still able to play new Wakistan on official servers. It will be available in rotation until we will release another one update. At that point, old Wakistan will be available for.
This is old Wakistan, by the way, the one you guys are right now.
Yeah, it's old Wakistan. You just get new trees and you will have different lighting now on old Wakistan. That will refresh your experience. Yeah, that's pretty much everything about Wakistan rework.
It's baking, it's loading. We like all the when you start the game, when you're loading the map, normally you have that loading the map baking stuff. Well, that stuff is happening right now, the first frame. So that's why it takes a while. That starts. It's fine.
Yeah. So basically, peaks is a map that people want verticality. They want to try what if map will have a big mountain and hills, etc. So I did make wall layout along one road, which short distance between objectives. So people need to have a long walks in between, or without need to cross like huge distance on verticality. It will be very complicated. So yeah, you will have some interesting fight outside and inside objectives that I will show shortly. So basically, it's one single route along mountain and unrelated objective in a way that it will protect you from sniper fire on the hills as much as it's possible. So for example, that one first objective right here. Like you can hide very well from snipers over here. If there will be snipers here or here, you can just follow the path along road, hide behind cliffs, and forest from sniper fire because sniper is going to be an issue. So basically, yeah, I was trying to close as much as possible sniper lines. So you can feel yourself comfortable. But main part of map where people will fight is inside bunker. So you have here a bunker that's located on the mountain, right here. And that bunker have like seven entry points. You can leave and exit bunker anytime you want. You won't be lost in a maze. So basically, that wall clear here, where I'm pointing my gun, is like you will find here enter the bunker here, here, and here.
Most of the fighting in this map is underground, right?
Well, on Conquest, there's only one objective type bunker, where people with helicopter can deploy infantry troops right here to fight in bunker. But on domination layer is fully focused on bunker. So that bunker is designed for domination layout.
Okay. Yeah, the game actually looks much better, at least indoors. Well, you don't have my exposure update yet, as well, Ask you. So, right now, when you go indoors, everything will look a bit more exposured. Right now, Yaski's screen, like, build doesn't has it, branch. But yeah. Oh, you do have actually some text there to indicate
Are you
which
missing a
areas
C
which.
in block?
That was block B.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you will get it. Category system is a just line, 3 lines design, so you won't lost, and every text objective have arrows, so you won't be lost.
Rush B.
It just
You
sends
have
that
to
two
be
shot.
dangerous, yeah.
Collider, maybe?
Yeah, each level is indicated.
Oh, now he actually has 11, 12.
Yeah. Oh, I'm reaching base bound. But here to show like there's not much corridors. It's like few corridors only, one for vehicle. You can enter on tank inside bunker if you need. And all corridors have shortcuts between each other. So you can reach corridor.
Actually, indoors looks much better than before.
Does.
Block Delta.
And I've seen a forklift already.
What's seen?
I've seen a
Forklift. Yeah.
But
And each corridor
I'm
also
gonna
have
tell you right now, people are gonna be lost again. I mean, I will be lost.
No,
right
they're
now.
all color
There's not
coordinated.
much you can do. The thing is, you can't do too much about that.
They're all color coordinated. Drivable forklifts?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get
Only
used
if
to
you're
it.
certified.
And yeah, you will learn. It's not that complicated. There's just
Yeah,
only
it's
power.
definitely gonna take. At first, after some getting lost. Oh,
Yeah,
I wish we didn't have lighting limits in this game. By the way, the problem with the rendering pipeline that we are using is we are limited to 6 lights per object per any surface, which means if there's one flashlight and then there's like that's one light already, and then if there's a one vehicle with the the lights fars open, that's another light. There you go. And then what do you call if you have flashlight, there goes third light, and we have limits that we can only have how many lights in one surface maximum. Because of that, we have restriction in terms of how many lights we can place indoors ourselves. That's why we don't really have too much lighting. And then normally games have something called light mapping, which is the map actually doesn't have any lights. It's just they bake a texture where it looks like there's like actually lights in the map, but that's really difficult. That's not possible to do with destruction. Oh, they're gonna change recently.
Yeah, so here is Conquest where you can see the map. While the terrain is 2 by 2 kilometers, I'm only utilizing 1 kilometer per 2 kilometer long and 1 kilometer wide.
Vertical, yeah.
Yeah, so other stuff of map I will probably use in future for other game modes, or maybe design part of map for specific game modes, like invasion. But yeah, the distance between objectives is like 200 meters because map is vertical. I don't want to have long distance. People will hate to climb up, climb down on one game. And on Conquest, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objectives to fight on, whereas only one objective inside bunker. And that objective you can easily access from the cliffside and from helipad. So if you have transport helicopter, it will be probably objective number 1 to capture before enemy capture.
All right.
Yeah, and domination. So domination, it will be a very interesting one. Yeah, so domination is what probably people will play for in that map. Is it basically you get restriction collider, you can climb up. You limited to
Yeah, we
5.
had to restrict it. Yeah, so again, guys, I know that you guys want to be able to climb there. The reasons why we don't do it is they are pretty much map exploit at that point. Okay, never mind.
It's only because of outside area, but inside is unique. Yeah, so if where I will try to manage 200 people to fight, it will be a crazy mid-ringer for sure.
Could you disable the gizmos for a second? Okay, thank you. Damn, it actually looks really cool from this perspective.
Yeah, I just need to learn a little bit more, but in future we will improve by because for now our objective have direction and color like blue, gray, green, orange. So you will know on which corridor you're fighting on, like gray, orange, gray, green. So yeah,
That's
but
more
we will
of a
improve navigation in future, I
precise.
believe. All right, yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, all right. 2 maps.
Yeah, so
Actually,
in total
three.
right now we're
Three
getting
maps,
2 new
yeah.
maps.
No, 3 maps sold up now.
Yeah, so two brand new maps and one rework. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it only I believe you're taking recuperation worker because of that part.
I mean, it doesn't mind locker a little bit. Never mind. It's me.
Yeah,
Just me. It's just
yeah,
me.
just one patch or outside, like similar to probably.
Don't you guys look like if you stay here, could you turn off gizmos for a second? That works too. Like if you ignore the left side or behind you right now, doesn't this look like locker?
It reminds you of it. But I think the layout is definitely different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this lighting is much better.
Ooh.
All right, yeah.
Old River wasn't engaging / iconic enough, and with your help we are creating a more engaging river map, mainly because of the fact that most engagements are at the middle of the map, and the lack of visibility caused little reason to explore elsewhere. Below are 4 concepts of the reworks. Obviously this isn't final, and that the rivers will be expanded for better boat / infantry movement, but we still wanted to keep the old favorite points of interest. River A wide river in the middle that splits the map and spreads out objectives. River B, same as A, but with small rivers for flanking. River C, more linear objective paths, 2 rivers serving each side, and smaller connecting rivers for boats. River D, 1 main river across the map with all objectives placed alongside it for easier water vehicle movement, but this might make those vehicles less interesting to play. New dense urban map inspired by Old Namek. Old Namek had problems like that it was too small for 254 players, very tiny safe zones that caused spawn camping, close objectives, and complete destructions of vertical buildings. New map is called Aftermath, that has been ravaged in an earthquake with complete destroyed roads and buildings. Play area has been increased by 40%, roads are wider, only roofs and basements will be accessible by players, improved objectives and points of interest, increased distances between objectives, 2 spawns per team, road cracks for cover, and sniper corridors is reduced. The game UI is almost finished, and the scoreboard is getting a makeover with the ability to see more info when clicking on a player's name, and the 3D art team is reworking some vehicles. Old Namek lacked a lot of detail, mainly by the parking lot. In the new Aftermath map, Objective E will be more engaging with more vertical gameplay. The objective is now placed on top of a construction site and in a pit. The Objective South have more pathways for better movements options, and when captured it will lead players to a CQC environment. Objective A / shopping mall on Old Namek was too compact for comfortable CQC, and enemy movement was too unpredictable, leading to the objective to be too hard to capture, and it was on multiple floors as well. Aftermath new shopping mall is bigger, predictable, and simplified with tall ceiling and a lot of elevation on one floor. Also, it will be safe from outside fire. Objective C, most intense zone on the map. The old map had a multitude of issues like inadequate cover, multiple spots for snipers in fully accessible buildings, causing uncontrolled gameplay. On Objective C in Aftermath introduces surrounding buildings with access to the first floor only, protecting players on the objective. Entry points have been reduced 3 times the cover within the objective. Objective splits into 2 because of the destruction of the overpass. Objective is wider because of the roads being wider. An experimental indestructible anti-sniper top hangs between buildings in some places. Objective B previously consisted of tall buildings, a subway for USA team to escape the Russian team when trapped, terrible spawn camping problem, and a road that separated the objective, and it was damn near impossible to cross it. In place of all of this is an epicenter where multiple buildings collapsed, adding a vertical element to gameplay. There will be no subway systems like the old Namek because of it creating bottlenecks for both teams, only creating a small chance for the trap team to fight back. Furthermore, Aftermath is nearly done, only needing some polish. With new and enhanced lighting/weather, the backgrounds of maps felt off, so they have been reworked to look better and seamlessly stitched to the maps, making it significantly less likely for players to drive off the map since they support vehicles now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me for not summarizing that last minute part of the video. I saw that the new teaser for the new update got released, and honestly, this video is really long enough as is, and probably a lot of people want to know like what's new. So I'll keep that last minute of the video essentially unsummarized. My most deepest apologies, by the way, for that. But other than that, what I wanted to say is I'm kind of excited now that the teaser is dropped. And honestly, my original opinions were going to be that this is probably going to release after GTA 6. But yeah. But no, my opinion now is that it probably took them a year and a half. No. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase this. What I think happened is it was a simple footstep audio update. But then, Oki or maybe development team, whatever, fell into the feature creep trap for developers. I think that's what happened. And then after the last update on the Discord, give me a second. And after the last update on Discord, I think that is when they really started working on trying to get the update out, in a sense. I could be wrong. I could be 1000% wrong on that, but that's what I think, at least for now. So yeah, adios amigos, and a channel update will come.